So, another unannounced live because I had been thinking about it all day whether I was going to do it or not, depending on how my day went. I ain't talked to y'all in a while, so we gonna deal with some shit tonight. All right, I'll be covering some of the things I've been seeing. I ain't talked to y'all on live in a little while, so we gonna catch up. It's sad that we can't really show much progress from the last time we were here, the last time we had a conversation about the bullshit black folk out here doing. And at this point, I just see that black folk feet ain't tied yet. Like the tap dancing that we've been doing now for decades, gotta stop at some point, right? Every time I see black folk out here, they doing some shit that's wrong on some coon ass shit. We're gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna give people time based on the fact, y'all, this shit random. Y'all know y'all need to hit that notification if you haven't already. Subscribe, do all of that, but make sure you hit that notification and hit that like button on your way in. I'm gonna play some music here. I ain't heard from my man Sahab the Prince in a while. I'm gonna play some Sahab, give people time to get in here, and then we're gonna get started whether they're here or not, y'all. All right.
Get out, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. You spend your whole life trying to get high, get high, get high, get high, get high, get high, get high. If it ain't nothing else, you get from me, 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 get from me. You spend your whole life trying to get by, get by, get by. Get by, get by, okay, get by, get by. It's for the niggas who be looking for a handout. Yeah, used to be a standout. Now he ain't got to put the piss in. Probably cause his plans didn't plan out. The type of nigga, if you see your weed laying on the table, he'll probably take a gram out. And they always talking about how they on the hood, nigga, this is up a Sam house. Man, all they do is shoot dice. He already got 2 strikes. Flex a nigga for like 2 pints. Mixed with the Mountain Dew, he don't do Sprite. This a young nigga, man, you too bright. Are you ever gonna do right? Before I do 20 years, I'm working out the 5-6, I can have a cool life. I get it. Now I don't think it's cool to have a job. Fuck what these rap niggas talk about. Ain't nothing cool about the mob. My nigga Trey round the list. Now the cartel shooting at his car. All for a necklace and a couple pair of shoes at the mall. Smoking all your weed up, fucking up your re-up. Mad cause the girl that I'm with got a 43 bud and a B cup. Boy, you still staying at your mama house. You won't need help your mama out. Now you at your baby mama crib, and she even got you sleeping on the couch. Get up, get out, get money. Get money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. You spend your whole life trying to get high. Get high, get high, get high, get high, get high, get high. If it ain't nothing else, you get from me. Get from me, 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 get from me. You spend your whole life trying to get by. Get by, get by, get by, get by, get by, get by. Okay, niggas in the pen fuck with me, cause I'm trying to get these sons out of prison. Grew with some real heat then. Then I put James Bond on the business. Put the wisdom on my gums like a Dennis St. John on the mission. Kept a gun to detention now. Was wrong for my decisions that I made when I was young on my dumb intuition now. It's become an epidemic when the young white supremacists and they come with the witness now. It's your own homeboy snitching in his deposition so the judge put his sentence down. You been gone for a minute now. Shit, where's all the women now? It's funny how y'all didn't work out. Suddenly she all in the business now. Shouted he was all good, but he was buying all the red bottles. But truth be told, you the reason why the feds got him. To take care of your little spoiled ass. Before the shot, she was sorta bad. You couldn't even afford a bag. Before the cash, she was more players. Stacking more stacks, making more now. Making plays when the route for the quarterback. All in Virginia with the Georgia tag. Something like Russell Simmons and Kamora had. Called it was real, but it was monetary. Don't need to put no money on this commissary. If your home gonna hold you a honorary, waiting on allowance from a nigga broke, you better get up, get out, and get money. Get money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. You spend your whole life trying to get high. Get high, get high, get high, get high, get high, get high. If it ain't nothing else, you get from me. Get from me, 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 get from me. You spend your whole life trying to get by. Get by, get by, get by, get by, get by.
Y'all come on in, hit that like button, share the video. I'm gonna give people about 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna get started, y'all.
Teamwork make the dream work. A lot of you niggas ain't never seen work. I was selling kush before you niggas ever seen perk. Back with me, Chad, 17 for a clean shirt. Growing up, I used to sing in church. Before my homies started fighting, I would try to intervene first. A lot of people try to bring dirt, but real. If every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. Can't be falling out over hoes. All these bitches fucking for $1. It hurts, but they like rental cars. They build enterprises off the ballers with the biggest budget. My OG had the things whiter than Mr. Hudson. He lost 20 bricks to the police like it was nothing. He said, I ain't your average nigga hustling. Get him in by the truckload.
Okay.
That's why it's hard for me to trust folks, cause they cut though. He said at 16 I was worth $1 million, little nigga, if you must know. But keep that on the hush though, and don't be in the club making it rain on these slut hoes.
Okay. First and foremost, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. And y'all, if y'all could, if you haven't already, just hit that like button for me. Even if you're watching a playback right now, just hit that like button right now, like real quick, just to get me up here a little bit in the algo. Y'all know we come on here and get it in. Sometime I'm going to be running down the things I've been seeing as far as the this news media conglomerate is concerned, the government, the things that they've been doing, and how black folk been responding to it all. We're going to be talking about that here tonight. I'm going to start with what I saw first. And I didn't want to put this up on the screen because I know how they get busy as far as taking people's videos down, flagging videos and things like that when you talk about a certain subject matter. That's why I just put mandates in the title. I'm trying to, work around, but if you've been paying attention, you've seen the conversation come back again for whether or not people should be forced to cover their nose and mouth, half their face, while out in public. There are people out here that are literally begging for mandates to be imposed upon them. The caves, these coons out here begging for it, like, and this is, again, you go back to the sheep mentality that we talk about here sometime, and how, once the government is moving to use fear to propagandize certain things, they essentially end up controlling behavior. How many people believe that until they told people to wear something covering their face, that people would have just done that anyway? How many people y'all think would have been just sitting at the house like, you know what? I think I'm gonna put some shit on my face to keep me safe out here. Now people are acting like they can't live without it. And what they're trying to do is get the people who actually have free will, the people who are using their conscious mind, who understand how this whole situation has been blown out of proportion. We not putting nothing on our face like that. We not gonna do that. You can do that. And the fact that they're giving you permission to choose should be enough. That should be enough. You get to choose. You actually, where it was not cool at one time to cover most of your face up and go into to fly on a plane or go into an airport. Now you have the option to do that if you want to. You have that option now, which some of us already took it upon ourselves to stand here anyway. We was doing this the whole time. We was already on our square. No, I'm not putting this shit on. If yours work, like you say it work, get it up off your fucking chin. It's just around your mouth, not even covering your nose. Y'all know how y'all see some of these motherfuckers out here. But yet you gonna sit here and act like you scared as fuck because I ain't got nothing wrapped around my chin. You ain't even got the motherfucker on. But if it's gonna do what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to protect you against would-be people like me anyway. Have faith in the propaganda that you believed and go sit your ass down somewhere. Go have a seat. Right? Some of us was already doing that. Now that they're making it an option, people mad. They want to be told that they don't have the freedom to choose. They're actually preferring that, wanting that shit to happen. This is when you understand that you surrounded by sheep. How could anybody be mad at the option? If you believe in it, you want to do it, you go do it. If it works like they said it do, you should be fine. Trying to make it seem like I don't care about people's health and all that shit, like, nah, because that's what they're trying to turn it into. Where the people who don't wear masks, well, they just don't give a fuck about people and shit. They don't even care about people. That's how we know something wrong with them. They looking at us pointing and shit like something wrong. Like, no, if you should be good, right? So once I'm seeing this type of propaganda happen, I'm seeing people get scared and all this shit. They shift you from that. And I'm gonna share the screen right now. Let me share the screen. Because again, I'm going in order of what I saw, right? And how I saw it. Here's what became the topic of conversation next. Elon Musk. A rich ass cave, right? And it was when I saw this that I realized not only what I said earlier, and black people are having a problem understanding and defining power. Not only will we not understand it, we'll get out here, we'll jump out here, and we'll think that we're doing things that empower us when really all we doing is reinforcing that we really don't be knowing what the fuck going on out here. We don't know what power is. Elon Musk goes and he decides he wants to buy Twitter. Paid him $44 billion to do it. Right? He want to take it back so he can get so-called free speech jumped off on there. But black folk decided that it had something to do with us. It was about us. I'm going to read this article right here, and we're going to go through these slides, y'all. It says, as news of Elon Musk officially buying Twitter with that big bank, 44 billion to be exact, people on the app starting to speak about the relevancy of hashtag Black Twitter. You understand that if you are dealing with Twitter, there is a such thing as Black Twitter. You've heard of it. You know, they be in there doing Black Twittery things, making memes and laughing and even starting movements. I'll continue here. Credit to have stopped a book deal between George Zimmerman and a Seattle publisher, Black Twitter gained widespread relevance in 2013. Now, what's done happened here is Black people, this system did not give Trayvon Martin and his family justice of any kind whatsoever. George Zimmerman running around out here free as a motherfucking bird, but Black Twitter was able to stop a publishing deal, so he at least couldn't write a book about it. This was viewed as power. This was viewed as a power play. Something Black folk done did that was powerful. Watch the country not give your people justice yet again, but at least he didn't get to go write a book real quick. Black Twitter was born from this. Says, as many reflected on the purchase today, people were wondering if the social media site would be the same, particularly for the 73% of Black internet users who live on the app, according to a study from Pew Research. Y'all living on the app. Literally, people are living on these apps, creating narratives and just living, running around all day, looking for somebody to argue with or to express their hate for the opposite sex, or tell jokes even, or kiki and laugh at short clips, short interviews. People living their lives on this shit. It says it right here. They done did a study on it. Because what you got to understand about this society is everything that you do, they study you as a sociology type of experiment. They checking and seeing where your mind at, what you spend your time doing, what you like the most. They're studying you. While y'all sitting around thinking shit a motherfucking game, this thing says, according to a study from Pew Research, they study how many Black folk on there. So y'all be playing and y'all don't want to really document their behavior. You don't want to keep up with their behavior throughout history and tie it all into the persona of this group. What you'd rather do is sit around and act like it's a motherfucking game. Meanwhile, they out there studying you and what you're doing on social media, what you're saying, and the things that you think are important. This was looked at as power. Some Black man says Black Twitter ran the value up on all social media. Black folk believe this about them when it's simply a power move that a cave made. That's all it is. Uh-oh, I skipped one. A Black woman tweets, I think the more important topic is, what's the new address for Black Twitter? Like, are we going to leave in mass exodus? If everybody has a problem, are we just going to get the fuck up out of here? We going to get out of here and go somewhere else? Nope. That's been proven, right? Says, some of us are waiting for Elon to offer Black Twitter tickets to Black Panther 2. Oh, boy. Just cooning. That ain't even like. A woman says here, LOL, if Black Twitter ends pop culture writers' rooms and white content creators are done for, what will they have to co-opt and regurgitate for entertainment? Black people take a lot of pride in people copying us, but yet we ain't never hiding nothing. It's such an odd behavior to observe. They copying us, but we're going to give it to them for the free. We going to tell them that they're copying us, though. And we going to think there's power in pointing at them and saying, hey, you copying me. There's no power in that. Doesn't mean anything. Black people are thinking about their propensity for entertainment. And that's where we grab our power from. Being the entertainers. I don't know whether we're consciously or subconsciously doing this, but I noticed that we do this a lot. We talk about how we add flavor and soul, which I'm not saying aren't relevant. What I'm saying is you don't derive power from there, though. Not from the entertainment side. That ain't it. That's been proven. You'll see athletes and entertainers getting hoed out by the caves all the time. So that says in itself that there isn't any power in entertainment. And it hasn't been since the time when we was running around just tap dancing for these motherfuckers around a stage. This has been proven. There is no power in us entertaining them, making them laugh. That doesn't make them like us more. It's been proven many times over at this point. We cannot continue. Look, I understand we are a talented people. I get that. But we can't keep shining on being the entertainment. Like what they gonna do without us to look at? That's how we act. What they gonna do without us to, watch shoot balls in a hoop or run one down a field or catch one, or what they gonna do without watching us fighting in a boxing ring? Like what they gonna do without us twerking all over motherfucking social media and dancing all over motherfucking TikTok? What they gonna do without all this? We validate ourselves from there. And that's the problem to me. Not the fact that whether we have the ability to do it or not. We're amazing, clearly. We create the trends, clearly. That's not being argued here. But deriving power from that is a fool's errand. And it has been now for the longest. We can acknowledge that we're great there, but that's not where we're going to draw our power from. If that makes sense. I want Black people to understand this because we've been the entertainment for a long time. This is why I say by now our legs should be tired. We've been dancing and running and jumping and catching and for a long time now. And we still having to beg these motherfuckers to even that our lives matter. Entertainment ain't working. That's not where we should derive our power from. Watch this. This is Black folk believing they got power. Look at this. Y'all remember when we talked about Joe Rogan? Laughs at cancel culture. Says he's gained 2 million podcast subscribers after the virus and N-word controversies. Gained 2 million followers. 2 million podcast subscribers. I told Black folk when India Ari came out here and called herself trying to pull all Black people off of Spotify, well, we learned about her very quickly that she was in it for some type of payout. We learned that very quickly, that she was in it for some type of payout. And once Spotify talked to her and not dealt with the racism she acted like she had a problem with, then she was a little bit more calm. Then she accepted his apology, said she don't think he racist. Then she did all this other extra shit when they went to her with a little bit of money. Because black folk, we easy up. We'll sell our people out real quick for some money. Our pride can be bought if any even exist to begin with. It's sad. But I told y'all then that Joe Rogan didn't have nothing to worry about. The caves support him being a racist. Y'all black folk don't understand that because y'all still running around trying to force, the idea you have of white people in your head, the idea you have of the caves in your head. You're trying to force this, this entity that doesn't exist per the history. You still trying to force that image. You don't understand that they like when people are racist against you. They like that shit. They don't have a real big issue with that because if they had an issue with that, then it wouldn't exist. They would have marched and rallied and galvanized themselves to stand against it. That's what they would have did. Without you having to go out there and tell them your lives matter, they would have been already out there before you got there. Y'all black folk notice wasn't nobody there when you got there? Y'all notice that? Wasn't nobody there when you got there. Y'all notice that? When people are racist against you, the caves like that shit. They don't have a huge problem with it. They may have enough of a problem to, type up some shit maybe or on a post or some shit like that. And they very rarely do that. Even if you get that, y'all will act like that is mostly all of them. They understand. They're going to stick together. Oh, there's a caveman doing exactly what the fuck he's supposed to do, putting down another people. That's what we sent them out there for. He's doing a good job. Let's stand up and support him. That's what they do. Y'all talking about goddamn Donald Trump is the reason racist like what we will try to come up with anything to stay away from the reality of that's how these people are. We'll say, oh man, when Donald Trump got in there, that's when it started right there, boy. Man, they just was out of control, wasn't they? They was real arrogant, out of control out here. Act like racists ain't been racist the whole fucking time. Donald Trump brought this shit with him. This is when I start seeing shit like this from black folk, it was at that moment I knew and I understood that black folk don't understand power. They don't understand politics, and they still live in an illusion where they're going to try to convince the caves by us entertaining them just enough, by us smiling real hard just enough, by us apologizing just enough that they're going to at some point start liking us like that. And maybe they'll stop supporting racism against us. They're not going to. Because even you stood by Joe Rogan. Even you did. I don't see the big deal. Yeah, black men and women online talking about they don't see the big deal. Black folk too sensitive. And y'all black folk watch out for that shit too. Because a lot of times these motherfuckers will be out here trying to say you too sensitive when you ain't really putting no emotion with it. You just stating what the facts is. This ain't got nothing to do with sensitivity, motherfucker. It's just, I see you. I see what you're doing. I'm looking at the fact that Joe Rogan, while being racist, being exposed for being racist, he gained 2 million new subscribers. That was the people that was already there supporting his racism and those that didn't know he was being that racist that was attracted to said racism and subscribe. Some people already had seen that shit. That wasn't no, exposing of Joe Rogan. No, they do that already. The caves already do that. They knew that. They understood that. There was some that didn't, that found out that, and then they went and supported his platform. That's why he said he laughs at cancel culture. He don't have to worry about that. As long as he being against the right people, he'll always have support. As long as he's saying derogatory things towards the right group of people, he will always have support. And that goes for in his case, a cave or a coon. A black person can get up here and, say wild shit about black people. They'll get support. We've seen that. These are things that I'm not telling you to go read no fucking book. And this is what be making me mad sometimes with black folk. I'm not even telling you gotta go look in a book for this. I'm telling you to look around you. Look at the shit that be happening. Look at what's going on. You can see it. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You saw him. Read the article. It says he gained. How did he gain? That means the people that y'all think love y'all so much, that y'all been tap dancing for so much, love when people are against you. The society supports that. The society supports that. Look at this. Look at one of y'all's favorite caves. Watch this. We in the same vein. This is back to Elon Musk. Look at y'all's boy. Sean King. Y'all know y'all love this cave. Look at him. Out here being an advocate. Call himself being an advocate for black folk. And black folk like this shit. Watch this. At its root, Elon Musk wanting to purchase Twitter is not about the left versus the right. It's about white power. The man was raised in apartheid by a white nationalist. He's upset that Twitter won't allow white nationalists to target/harass people. That's his definition of free speech. He out here, Sean King, is calling himself being a coward. He's representing black people being a coward for black people on black people's behalf, and black people were supporting this. Being a fucking coward. I don't need you to go be a coward on behalf of me, Sean King. I didn't ask you to do that. I don't give a fuck what Elon Musk buying at Twitter. I don't give a fuck what he doing. I don't care what he allows to be said on there. I wasn't mad to begin with. The bullshit that started happening actually stifled me on YouTube. It's the reason that people get put on certain lists now. Back when YouTube was first, man, you can get on here and say what the fuck ever. That didn't bother me. I felt no type of way at all going on YouTube and seeing some racist cave being racist. That didn't bother me at all. I don't need protection from that. There is no way to be targeted, harassed online. Online. We worried about what's happening online. These motherfuckers be out here harassing black people, calling the police on black people for real. Y'all start calling these people Karens for reasons I still can't figure out. But they out here doing that shit in real life. I don't need Sean King to come be concerned about what's going on online. I don't need that from him. I don't need that from no motherfucking body. I don't care what the cave's talking about. I don't care. To me, that is free speech. They should be able to express how they actually feel. And I can sit there, look at them in their motherfucking face while they saying it and not give a fuck. Also a freedom. I didn't need them to come check the words they use online. Like, I didn't need that. Don't need it now. Never needed that. Don't give a fuck nothing about that. Y'all see what I'm saying? And black folk was supporting this. This motherfucker out here being a coward, talking about it's about white power. Really? That's the knowledge you dropping? We've been saying this shit since before I was born. He can come repeat what people been saying. Black folk. And black folk will hoist this cave up on their shoulders. He can dive into a crowd of black folk and be caught. They will not let this white man touch the ground. Black people's feet ain't tied yet. Still out here fucking tap dancing it the fuck up. And don't see nothing wrong. I don't need Sean King for that. Don't need anybody for that. B123, I don't care what the cave's saying. Black people, you have to stop caring about what they're saying. If they being real about their racism, let them be real about their racism. That shouldn't offend you. Let them be real about it. So what? As long as they don't put their goddamn hands on you. What they typing out online, if they have a big forum and a big old, white supremacist thread, like, I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck about that. I was like, who the fuck is crying about this? Y'all about to fuck everything up. Because as they was able to say whatever the fuck they wanted to say, I was going to say whatever the fuck I wanted to say, however the fuck I wanted to say it. That was going to be okay. You could still be monetized and everything. That was all right. I didn't have a problem with that. Climate. That environment didn't bother me. I didn't need these motherfuckers to start figuring out new ways to hide their racism. Now they got to hide it on the internet too? Or try to hide it. Do it best. That should be leaking out, don't it? That's how strong it is for them. Them bitches can't even fake. Like, them bitches can't even fake. Like they fuck with y'all like that. They gotta say something. Like, they have to say something negative about you. Or have to lie about something that's been exposed about them, but they'll lie about it. Sean King, we don't need you at B123, bro. We don't need you. I've been harassed online by white supremacists. Y'all know what I did? I cussed their asses out. That's all I did. There was no either cuss them out or ignore them. Sometimes you ain't got time to be doing all that, but it didn't bother me. If I felt like, waking up wanting to bang on some motherfucking caves one day, I could go do that real quick. I don't get mad when I see motherfuckers wearing Confederate flags. I appreciate the heads up, motherfucker. I like that. I don't got a problem with that. That don't bother me none. I'm not running around crying about that. Now I got to prove the motherfuckers to be liars. Now I got to do the extra work because y'all making them hide. Let these motherfuckers tell their truth. And you tell yours. What the fuck? You tell yours. That motherfucker just said 73% of black folk over there on Twitter. It's enough black folk over there to do the work. Now, I know most black folk over there entertaining, making memes and laughing and shit, but Twitter said we had enough of them people over there already, don't we? Over there doing all that laughing and shit. Arguing and shit, If y'all can do that, then y'all can deal with these white supremacists that's going to open themselves up on Twitter. If that happens. If that happens, y'all should be good and ready. You've been sitting around playing and joking and shit. Now you got something to go do. Go cuss their motherfucking ass out. Go cuss their asses out real quick. That'll give you something to do. Make a meme about them. Joke on them. Make fun of them. Throw they crazy ass statistics at them. Use all of that shit y'all be doing to each other against them, and you niggas will be fine. I promise you. See, Sean King ain't gonna tell you that. I see the potential in you because I see how y'all conduct yourselves any goddamn way. So I see the potential in you. You just got the energy aimed in the wrong direction. That's all. That's black folks. That's one of black folks' biggest problems. The energy, we got it. It's just aimed in the wrong motherfucking direction. Now, Black Twitter will have something to do. Now they have something to do other than asking these stupid ass dating questions and love questions every goddamn day. They got something else to do with their motherfucking time. They can go do that. We already got soldiers lined up for these motherfuckers. That's how we supposed to be. Oh, yeah, send them in here. Yeah, we've been waiting on something to do. Let's bang these motherfucking caves up for a couple decades. Since that's what we've been doing to each other, the whole, let's spread it out some. Yeah, show your motherfucking face. Let me argue with you. Let me mean mug you. Let me not speak to your motherfucking ass because you got on a Confederate flag t-shirt other than looking at somebody black and not want to say nothing to them because they black, other than us running around acting like that. Take the energy y'all been giving black folk and give it to the caves. Let these motherfuckers come out here. Elon Musk, hey, if that's what you doing, go do that shit. Let them out. Let them out. Well, no, what was that song? Bring them out. Bring them out, right? Y'all remember that shit? Who was that shit? Who did? Swiss Beats and somebody. Jay-Z was on, I believe. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Like, I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with all of that. I want y'all to quit playing. Y'all don't represent all of us. Some of us we not shying away from this shit. This ain't fine. You wear your flag. I could care less. Wear it. Say it. Say whatever you gotta say. You come in my motherfucking face with that bullshit, you will catch these hands. But if you want to type some shit online, you can do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Y'all say, well, T.I. I should play that shit. I should play that shit. I should play that shit, shouldn't I? Y'all think I should play that shit real quick? Just like the beginning part. Like, not even the whole thing, just the beginning part. Just the beginning, yo. I'm gonna find it on YouTube real quick. See if I can find it real quick. Just the beginning. That might be a petty move right now, but this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, yep. We don't want no clean shit. Then they might try to copyright me. I'm gonna try to just do the song. They might still try to copyright me. Hold on. I gotta turn the fucking turn the volume on this shit. Hold on, y'all. Nobody wanna hear these dumbass ads anyway. What the fuck is my? Hold on. No thanks, man. Stop asking me them stupid ass questions anyway.
It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Yeah.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
This is what we want right here. At B123, this is what we want. This is what we want. Okay? We want this. Look, if you scared, go to church. What the fuck? I don't understand why y'all want these people to play like this with us. If you scared, go to church. If you scared, go to church. Get on your knees and pray that it's the last days, like you've been doing. Keep doing that. Don't run around out here representing us like we not scared. We just fine. Hold on. Then we're gonna get to y'all's president. Watch this. Black folk now. Done big up this man. Y'all be hyped because y'all's forever President Obama be hanging out with him and shit. This is what I'm talking about. How could you still even be supporting Obama knowing Obama is going along with Joe Biden? Even if you want to claim that you got tricked into voting for him and you got caught up in the hype and blue state, the Democrats going to stop racism, whatever dumb shit you told yourself, by now you should be having a moment of clarity. This is how you know whether you're sane or not. Because at some point, after you're doing the same stupid shit over and over again, you have a moment of clarity. To me, this is the separation between what we deem the dumb and the smart. This is the biggest separation here. At some point, you have a moment of clarity. You've been doing this shit over and over again. It's not working for you. Moment of clarity. Maybe not. Maybe we won't run out here and just do whatever the fuck, vote for Democrat just because they making Republicans responsible for racism, even though the Democrats spelled with 3 Ks. If you're doing this shit right, they racist as fuck too. They just be hiding. Because that's the best. That's the kind of racist y'all like. Y'all like them better. You ain't throwing tomatoes at them. You hugging them and shit. Look what it said. Look at the headline. Now, black folk, mind you, this is this your man's in them. Says we're not attacking Russia. Biden says as he asks for 33 billion in Ukraine aid as it happened. Now, Joe Biden and this Democrat government system that's in place right now. Again, I hate using that terminology because it's just America 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. That's really all it is. But y'all be dividing shit up in red and blues, and y'all do all this extra ass work. Y'all do a lot of extra shit going on. At best, it's purple. You take the red and the blue, you mix them bitches up. Matter of fact, you got to throw that white in there, right? So maybe it ain't purple, it's lavender. The real colors of this motherfucking country is lavender. It's lavender. You got your red races, your blue races, and your straight down the middle cave races. You mix them all up, you get lavender. Okay? Okay? That's the true colors. Y'all like to play. I know y'all like to play, but those are the real colors. It says Joe Biden asked Congress to provide Ukraine with 33 billion of additional funding to assist its fight against Russian aggression. The request includes another 20 billion in military aid, as well as 8.5 billion in economic aid to Kyiv and 3 billion in humanitarian relief. The cost of this fight is not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly if we allow it to happen, Biden said at the White House today. 33 billion more. Because just 2-3 weeks ago, he was doing, what, it was 800 million or some crazy shit he just did a couple weeks ago. So what this tells y'all is that not only did he get in here and tell you niggas, if you ain't black if you don't vote for me, because he knew you was dumb. You vote for him, landslide, right? And now, as you sitting here talking about reparations, as you sitting here talking about your student loan debt and all this other shit, he's ignoring the fuck out of you and sending billions upon billions of dollars over to the Ukraine. I told y'all it's America 3Ks. Don't get this shit fucked up. Incorporated. What y'all have to stop allowing these motherfuckers. I saw people making comments like, well, I thought we was broke. Who is we first? Black folk. You got to stop using words like we. Because to me, it shows there's a kink in your armor. Ain't no we. And they've been selling y'all this broke ideology, this deficit ideology for the longest. But yet you see them pull money out of thin air to send overseas. By now, the illusion of said deficit should be, this is, again, another moment of clarity. As you making comments, well, I thought we was broke. That means you need to stop believing them about what the fuck going on with the money. You need to stop listening to them. I've been trying to tell y'all that shit is an illusion. Deficit. They just say that shit so they can make excuses not to do real shit for the people. That's when they have a fucking deficit. That's when they don't have the money. When it comes to Flint's water system, this is when the money done ran out. Feeding and housing the homeless, this is when the money runs out. This is when they throw their hands up like, I don't know what we gonna do. We ain't got no money. The deficit is like $3 trillion. We just done used it all up for stuff. And the working class people be like, okay. But come up with billions upon billions. It's people out here living outside with children. On the street with children. Going from homeless shelter to homeless shelter with children. Healthcare, still high. Inflation that they claim is real, driving prices up. Because again, we done talked about inflation over here too. These are all fake ideologies for these motherfuckers, for that incorporated to be real, for capitalists to keep on winning. That's what it's all about. So they will pull, 33 billion out of thin air, seemingly. It's because there ain't no fucking deficit. It's because there ain't no fucking debt. And they've been lying to you about inflation. And look at this stupid shit he gonna say after this. Biden emphasized America's ongoing assistance to Ukraine should not be taken as an attack on Russia. How not? You're funding the enemy very publicly. But no, it ain't nothing against Russia, y'all. It's just, says we're not attacking Russia. We're helping Ukraine defend itself against Russian aggression. It's almost like somebody telling you, being quiet, telling somebody to be quiet ain't the same as shut up. Are we finished or are we done? We're helping Ukraine defend itself against Russian aggression. You're helping them fight. Like what? I mean, like, get the fuck out of here. If you're helping the person fight on the opposite side of the other person, you're with them, and thus that makes you an enemy with them, and thus that means you're attacking them. Like, come on. Come on. Says Russian is the aggressor. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So what he's looking like here is that he likes to help defend the defenseless. So the war that America, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated, has been waging on black people in this country now for centuries. That war, he doesn't care anything about, funding the black side. Since he likes to help the so-called defenseless. Since this is what America is all about, Since they want to play that game, well, you ain't even got to send it. Save your money on sending that shit Western Union. Don't even worry about it. You can just spread that out to black people right here, right now. You can just do that. Every payment that you want to make to fund a war, just give it to black folk. Anytime you feeling that itch to go start a war with somebody, just give it to black folk. Come on. You into defending and helping defend the defenseless? Y'all ever heard about him helping anything in Africa? Anybody? Y'all can tell me in the comments. I'm glancing over at the comments now because I know I don't be looking at it because I don't want to get thrown off, but any black nation being helped by America other than being exploited, I mean, they'll go exploit the shit out of, plunder, they'll do shit like that. Who in Africa, what black nation is being helped by America based on the fact of them solely being defenseless? Who are these people? Where are these people? You telling me the Ukraine are the only people that apply, or the only people that these conditions apply to, motherfucker? Black folk, that's what he's telling you. He's telling you he'll give them billions of dollars to defend themselves. Won't give you shit to defend yourself. Won't even clear your student debt. Won't even think about broaching the topic of reparations. Won't even let you live tax-free. So, because if the quality of life is lower, I shouldn't have to pay as much. I shouldn't have to pay anything at all to be in this motherfucker. I shouldn't have to pay anything as far as taxes are concerned. Motherfucker, you already got me out here paying rent and light bill and insurance here and medical and dental and vision and health and life. And motherfucker, you already light bill, water bill. Motherfucker, me just doing that. Me just doing that as black. There's my part, motherfucker. He won't even do that. The Democrats won't even do that, because I don't want to make this about Biden alone, because I don't want people to get this confused, because we do this. Black people have a tendency to try to convolute the conversation. This is not about Biden, because then y'all say shit like, well, maybe somebody else will come in there and replace him and do a better job. Y'all start that type of motherfucking talk, and that talk has led us here. That's not the conversation I'm having right now. The Democrats, the Republicans, America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated. It's the whole thing. The whole thing. If a Republican was in office and he was funding a war overseas, he'd be doing the same shit. The same shit. Because of the incorporated. And the reason it's never happened in Africa is because of the 3Ks. The reason it's not happening for you black people right here in this country right now is because of the 3Ks. Understand why I do both. Because if you don't see both, then you're missing one side of this shit. You have to see both things. This is why I do the 3Ks, and this is why I add the incorporated, because you have to see all of it, or you'll miss it. And then you'll end up somewhere confused when the conversation is being had. Says Russia has warned the U.S. against providing Ukraine with more weaponry, but the White House has insisted it will continue to aid its ally. How the fuck do you sit here and say we're not attacking Russia and then call Ukraine your ally? This is how you have to know they believe that people are dumb. And I'm not saying they're wrong, okay? I wish I could say they was off by a long shot, but I can't. I can't say that. But if they're saying they're going to continue to aid their ally, then they cannot sit here and say, well, this ain't no attack on Russia or nothing like that. Like, motherfucker, you said it's your ally. Nancy Pelosi, somebody else that black people support in politics, and I don't fully understand why that old bitch is racist, okay? Nancy Pelosi said she expected a strong bipartisan vote in the House to approve the next Ukraine aid bill. The assistance appropriated by Congress has made a significant difference for Ukraine, but much more is needed to fight back against Putin's brutal aggression, the Democratic House Speaker said in a statement. Now, she's talking about Putin's brutal aggression towards the Ukraine, but she doesn't say anything about the system's brutal aggression against black people at any point, not even down to even the simplest form in the privatized prison complex. She don't talk about that. You can invest in stock on this. There's an incentive to keep those beds full. She's not talking about that. She don't got a problem with that. She don't have a problem with the ability to invest in that. That's okay. That's cool. But she believes America 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated, should also be sending money to the Ukraine, but ain't doing shit for the people here. That's two Democrats that's telling you they don't give a fuck about you, even though you went and voted for them, even though you be speaking on these motherfuckers. Y'all call her Auntie Nancy sometime. Y'all gross. Y'all even call Uncle Joe, Joe Biden, Uncle Joe. Like, y'all are disgusting. The way, again, y'all feet ain't tired yet, but I don't know why. I mean, how the fuck do y'all get away with doing this type of shit and sleeping at night? Uncle Joe? Uncle Joe. New Jim Crow Joe. Y'all call that motherfucker y'all uncle. Nancy Pelosi ain't never did shit for black folk in her motherfucking old ass cave life. Y'all call that bitch auntie. Like, y'all is out of control. Y'all are out of control. You out of order at all times. You out of order. Well, let me get this shit off here. Let me talk to black folk for a minute. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. And I'm gonna try to explain what's going on and why I'm doing this and why I'm saying the stuff that I'm saying. Black people keep showing up but not being prepared in any type of way, not presenting in any type of way that is going to show that we not falling for the bullshit no more. We're not going to lose focus. We're not going to let y'all distract us. Y'all are out here putting our children's lives at risk because they just now approved, well, they're trying to get approved. One of these shot companies is trying to get a shot approved for children under 6 years old. Children under 6 years old. While you huffing and puffing about the gas, they coming for your kids. They coming for your kids. While you huffing and puffing about the gas, they're giving billions to another country. Billions. But they ain't got it. Y'all believe there's a such thing as a national debt. Y'all believe that. They've convinced you of such. They did the same shit with inflation. They made y'all believe in these terms. So once they make you believe in the terminology, they able to make arguments per that terminology. They able to come up with a headline that says, well, inflation is making the prices go up and people are panicking, and they'll go interview these people that are suffering from this said inflation and go report the news and then move on to reporting something else. There is no secret that American people, and particularly we've been talking about the the people that are lower on the socioeconomic class status, suffering. Suffering. And nobody gives a fuck. And if you say anything about that suffering, then you're making excuses. You're perpetuating laziness. This is how they shame you. Black people would rather spend their time arguing about dating. That's just the choice that we're making right now. That and gossip. That seems to be our areas of focus. Politics, we try to act like we know what the fuck going on, but anybody still telling you to go vote, you got to look at them and shrug. You got to. You have to look at them and shrug. That ain't it. I'm sorry. That's just not it. Y'all talking about buying politicians? That ain't it. These motherfuckers are able to pull billions of dollars out of thin motherfucking air whenever they get ready. You can't outmoney them. There is no buying of politicians. These are lofty concepts. I understand some of the talking points to support these concepts and techniques, but reality is showing us something different. And therefore, we must now say, well, we thought maybe we would have to go buy a politician, but these motherfuckers just pulling 33 billion, just whatever billion, trillion, they just pulling that shit out of nowhere. Because this ain't the first time he done helped aid Ukraine in the form of billions of dollars, millions, and hundreds of millions of dollars. This ain't the first time he done did that. Remember when he did that so-called relief package? That was almost $1 trillion. Went to the airplanes, went to Big Oil, went to Big Farm, went to everybody but the people who needed it. So they able to pull money out of thin air, and we think we're gonna go buy somebody that's gonna be able to we're gonna be able to outbid them. It don't even make logical sense. Even though I'm not trying to discredit people that are smart, that may believe this, that got the numbers and do all this little shit and calculations and all this other extra ass shit, that shit, it ain't real. We're not gonna out money. We're not gonna out money our way out. We're not gonna buy our way out. That's what I meant to say, not money. We're not gonna buy our way out of this situation. That ain't it. We're not gonna be able to buy our way out of it. It's not gonna happen like that. I'm not telling you to be destined or determined to be broke. Not telling you to get out here and do your best. I'm not going to ignore the system that makes it hard sometimes for you to do your best, because some black people will do that and believe that somehow that is, helping black people. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. We have to either act like racism completely don't exist or it's affecting every bit and piece of our lives. It's like you either on one end of the extreme or the other end of the extreme and act like ain't no fucking middle. I see both things. I know some lazy motherfuckers who rather suffer than move. But also, there's a system in place that's going to try to goddamn give you some hits on your way to your goal. I can acknowledge both things. Both truths are happening at the same time. This is why I don't like when we tokenize some black people. If they did it and they talking money to us, well, you should be able to do it too. That's bullshit. It's not enough of them for that. It's not enough of them for that. That tokenizing that they do. And then they start talking down on black folk like, y'all can do it too. I made it out of the ghetto. I developed a 1,000-inch vertical, or I lifted motherfucking weights and now I can run a goddamn football and can't nobody tackle me. And I did all this shit. You can do it too. I spit these bars to get the fuck up out of here. You can do it too. You'll have that sector of the Negroes. And then you got ones that act like the caves is making them be coons. Like they can't even avoid it. Like, my kid gotta be a coon because they go to school. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Where are you? And how are you not giving your child a black identity? How are you not educating your child, period? Why the fuck are you waiting on them to teach your kid CRT? You ain't got to do you don't need them for that. Get your knowledge up, pass it down to your child, period. The hell? Ain't nobody making them or you coon. Ain't nobody showing up at your house every day making you choose the coon. Nobody's doing that. But those are the extremes that we're dealing with here. Now, I know ain't nobody making you be a coon. I know they ain't. Nobody's doing that. You scared. That's cowardice. You scared of what it's going to be like if you be black out loud. That's your fear. Nobody's making you do that. The system ain't making you do it. I get tired of some of that shit. Like, the system ain't making you do that, yo. They not. You're choosing to do that shit. You choosing to be against your people or either be a terrorist against your people. We do have terrorists amongst us that act and engage in terrorism against us. We have those too. There's some sick motherfuckers out here. The coon spectrum is real. There's a spectrum here, but these people are on that very same spectrum. We have terrorists amongst us. Y'all call them gang members. Some people call them sociopaths. Some people call them even psycho goddamn paths. Them motherfuckers who ain't got the sense enough to take that bullshit out into the woods somewhere and play hide and seek all up in the woods. Ain't no kids in there. Y'all just take it to the woods, deep down in the woods and shit. You put on your colors, they put on theirs, and y'all can play in the woods. But these motherfuckers too stupid to even see what the fuck they doing and how they're being used as a terrorist against their own people. Black people, we gotta wake the fuck up, man. I don't know. And if you do, once you start seeing this shit, it gets to be a whole lot. It's a lot that can come at you at once. Once you start seeing through this motherfucking this game that's being played, it's a whole lot. And things will come become less important to you. You'll fuck around and be on that shrug life shit. You'll shrug off a lot of this shit. Like, all this little emotional, interpersonal shit. We got this shit happening. There's other shit going on out here right now. I don't have time for the bullshit you're bringing, and thus you'll even develop a respect for yourself if you develop your pride like you're supposed to, because you ain't even gonna have time to deal with a motherfucker that's on some dumbass shit. Y'all calling them what they call them red flags now. You won't even have the time. Like this motherfucker is on some bullshit. I'm not even gonna fuck with them because our shit don't line up. They bringing bullshit, and I'm focused on other shit, and you won't even waste your goddamn time with them, regardless of what sign they is. And yeah, I know black folk crazy like that. Regardless of they sign, that motherfucker is on some coon shit, and thus you ain't got time for that, no matter what, even if you compatible, so called. I gotta do so called compatibility because I told you I don't know. There's no sign of the coon, like, and because of that, I can't deal. I don't give a fuck if you a lion per your sign or crab per your sign. What is there a coon back there too in your boat? You got a little coon in there. 'Cause you can have the scales, you can have a goat, you can have a ram, you can have whatever the fuck. Is there a coon in there with him though? Who they homie? Who they with? You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are they with? I don't give a damn if you scales or not. What's on the scale? Is it a coon on the scale? Then no, we not. We can't. We not gonna be able to. Nah. Yeah, no. Nice to meet you though. Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't do that coon shit over here. You thick? Though I can't even I ain't gonna act like you ain't bad now. You is, but it's the coon. I can't. You see what I'm saying? It's that coon shit. You done went and got your shot. You done had 2 boosters. Like you thick, man. You thick, beautiful hair, beautiful, just beautiful. But mm mm. No, I can't do it. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's the point where we got to get to, and I think that a lot of things will just fall into place for us, man. I see us out here being wrong on in so many different situations. It's just like, damn, y'all can't see this shit. This shit is plain as fuck. Plain. You read comments, you like, everybody's just off. They off. They are off. They off topic, off focus. Like, and we just out here arguing online. So listen, black people, I'm gonna tell you again how the talent that you have, it surpasses anybody's on earth. The talent you have for either athletics, acting, um, running, jumping, dancing, all that shit's great. And that's not to leave out the rocket scientists, the doctors, the lawyers, not to leave them out. But whether you're that talented in an entertainment way, or you achieve this high level of education and got you a great job or have a great business, it's still a 99% coon rate. Still. What that shows me, and I told y'all this before, is that money don't matter. We're not dealing with money right now. That ain't even money. Cool money. Okay, cool. Boom. We know what it do. We know what it's necessary for. We know motherfuckers are selling out like a motherfucker for it. But money cool. But across the board, from the poorest to the rich, coons, motherfucker could grow up in a whole different time zone than another black person. Both these people be coons. That's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon don't nobody want to deal with. Don't nobody even want to talk about. You can have a motherfucker in New York. You can have a motherfucker in Wisconsin. You can have a motherfucker in Dakota, North Dakota. You can have a motherfucker in Texas. They can be black and they all be coons. How? This one grew up on a farm. This one grew up in the city. This one grew up in the middle of no goddamn where around cornfields and shit. Private school, Catholic school, public school, still coons. How? If y'all not gonna sit here and y'all act like that's not just a coincidence. It can't be. It can't be. How is that possible? Men and women alike. Let me do some of y'all's comments real quick. Mad love. If you at this point in the show and you've been watching for this long, mad love to you. If I'm making sense, y'all know what I'm gonna ask y'all to do. Put a B123 in the chat if I'm making sense. It's not really, I'm not trying to just go in on black folk, but it's like I got to a little bit. But I still feel you. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I still feel you. You my people. But I mean, god damn though. Y'all still talking about voting still? Jesus still? Like y'all still arguing still? Still. I gotta say something about it because it bothers me. I know, a lot of people they get their rocks off of seeing this dysfunctional, dramatic ass these displays of being over emotional or vengeful or hateful towards each other. Like that shit, man. It entertains a lot of people, but that shit don't entertain me, man. That shit don't entertain me. That shit don't get me hype. Gossip and all that shit. That shit don't entertain me, man. That shit don't entertain me. Man, I love to y'all. Y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button for me, y'all. I appreciate y'all for all the B123s in the chat. I'm trying to make this mindset really, really stick. But I need y'all's help putting it out here. I need y'all's help putting it out here. I ain't doing this shit for money or no shit like that. I just want black people to understand how to interpret the information. You should not be using the word inflation. You should not be using that word. The national debt is gone. Now you might want to ask questions as to, well, who the fuck do y'all owe? Somebody coming from Jupiter to collect? Y'all seen something out there? Y'all borrowing bread from somebody out there or what? Who you owe? How mad they gonna be if you don't pay them? They gonna cut your shit off too? My shit gets cut off over $60 for goddamn a month or something, and you can just have a deficit that reach the goddamn trillions, and you got nerve to sit around and goddamn shake your head at me talking about my credit. Boy, hey, boy, look, that's how we should treat them. Like, you motherfucker. Have you lost your goddamn mind? You judging me? With your bitch ass? I'm trying to chase down this score so I can have a decent life, and you running it up in the trillions, and you can come on TV and report you doing this, and look at me and cut my shit off? Oh, hell no. Why your shit ain't getting cut off? Can we talk about that? Oh, is the bill collectors calling you 1,000 times a day? Are they calling you too? Is it just me? Like, is the motherfucker having to get up to go to work every morning? Am I the only one being harassed? You done ran up trillions. Ain't nobody calling up there to the White House? Bitch, where my money at? Matter of fact, if you don't pay, I'm like, look, we can set you up on I got them installment plan. But you gonna pay some of this goddamn money back, or we gonna start docking your motherfucking pay at work. Are you getting calls like that? Threatening you and shit? Man, them bitches used to threaten me. I used to hang up on them. I just hang up. Oh, they confused. They thought saying some shit like this was gonna make me move. Okay, well, I guess maybe it worked 2 or 3 other times a day, and they just thought that it was a successful These motherfuckers out here got trillions of dollars in debt, so-called. We understand. We're gonna start saying so-called, okay? You gotta put so-called with a lot of these terminology, especially when we're dealing with economics, okay? You gotta use so-called. This so-called deficit, these motherfuckers done ran up. If I don't pay my rent for 1 month, I'm getting an eviction notice. That's how they treat me. But then get on TV and tell me that they owe more money than I can ever even see in my lifetime. If they gave me that much money, I wouldn't even be able to spend it. I wouldn't even be able to spend it. I had to make clothes out of it and shit. Like, I wouldn't even be able to spend that. Like, I would have to make my clothes would have to be made out of it. I had to figure out how to make a car out of this shit, even the tires and everything. Just money. Like, you can't even spend that much. You telling me you got that type of motherfucking debt, and you be looking at me? You won't cancel student loan debt? You bitch ass motherfucker. You can't even do that. That's too heavy. That's too much. You can't even cancel student loan debt. And not even just for black people, that's for everybody. Now, it's a little fucked up if they cancel the student loan debt and then some people didn't go to college because of the debt that they made. They feared they would, grow or, uh, uh, collect over that time. And it's not even really the debt, it's the goddamn interest too. So, if you're going to let that type of, some people didn't go to college because they worried about that. So it's a little bit fucked up, but okay, cool. You're going to do that for everybody, fine. You told me you ain't had the money, but I just saw you over there. Can you do something about the public schools? Can you throw some bread in there? I mean, black folk fighting in all the wars and stuff. So how y'all keep telling us that we don't count? And how we keep letting y'all tell us that we don't count? Still trying to impress them. Still trying our best. We ain't want to say nothing. We ain't want them looking at us like we lazy. They have over $2 trillion in debt. These motherfuckers are arguably with that type of debt. Don't you have to be the laziest motherfuckers in the world? If you even got $20,000 or $30,000 in debt, motherfuckers look at you like, bitch, what happened? Now you let car got repoed or something heavy, and debts and medical bill. You got everything. Motherfuckers will treat you some type of way about that. Like you ain't shit. You the laziest motherfucker that ever existed. That will make America 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. Some of the laziest motherfuckers that ever was created. It gotta be. If they got that type of debt over this amount of years and they able to run it up. Here, Ukraine, get you some. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, don't worry about the people over there. Because Ukraine probably like, yo, you gonna give us all this bread while them people watching like that? And the media gonna cover it too? Y'all ain't even gonna hide it from them? Yeah, they dumb. They won't even. They'll be a little bit mad, but they gonna still vote Democrat though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet the motherfuckers be in there playing like that. They still gonna vote Democrat. They scared of the Republicans. We got them scared of the Republicans. Yeah. Yeah. They got this thing where they want them to hide their racism like we do. Yep. They want that and they ain't gonna do that. So we done painted them like they the ones, but it's really us too. Like we ain't even people dying from poor health care. Black people dying in their hospitals. Black women in particular. We're talking about black women that are giving birth to children. They're more likely to die. At every level, from the very beginning, racism is affecting your life. If your mother made it out alive, be appreciative of that. Before you're even born, your prenatal care, the way they treat black women when it comes to this type of shit is fucked up. They don't have the same concerns when there are would be abnormalities. When a black woman is in pain, they don't give a fuck. That's before you even get here. Your mama carrying you ain't getting the care that she needs a lot of times. That's before you even show up. She more likely to die. That's before you get here. And then they motherfucker want to act like, you know, like this shit is affecting us the whole time, our entire existence. And then they want us to ignore it. By the time we born, it ain't like they go away. No, we deal with the shit in schools, dealing with these fucking teachers, dealing with these motherfucking cops. We dealing with this shit all the time, but then they want to sit around and tell us it don't even exist. My mama giving birth to me barely made it out. That's how fucked up it is here. Y'all want to sit out here and play these motherfucking games like somebody making this shit up. Oh, it ain't supposed to be talked about. Ain't nobody supposed to say nothing. And it's working because black folk will talk about everything but the actual shit that matters. Everything else but the shit that matters. The shit that matters can't even get a full blown conversation. They'll drag on some gossipy fuckery for weeks. Weeks we'll carry that shit. Meanwhile, well, you know, our mama's just dying. It's just cool. We ain't gonna make a whole lot of noise. Like, yeah, it be happening. But oh, you see what that boy said? That what Future said? You see what he had said? He said some shit, didn't he? Yeah, he said some toxic ass shit. Yeah, he said some shit. We gotta do better than that. I know people don't be on here fucking with uh being told or hearing this type of message, but this the one I got. And if we don't greatly improve how we deconstruct propaganda, how we begin to study the people that are against us, it just is what it is. Look, y'all don't have to make it about hating white folk. You don't have to make it about hating the caves. Just study them like they do you. That doesn't require hate. That can even be intrigue. Just like you may, study a fucking butterfly or something. I mean, you hate the butterfly. You just studying butterfly. Study these people and quit playing. Quit acting like because you see a black woman holding a white man hand that everything okay, or that black man holding a white bitch hand that everything's okay and it's over. Especially if you ask them, man, it's all over, man. I'm able to goddamn get me some white pussy, nigga. Like what the fuck, racism? Shit, nigga, you playing that shit? Old news, bruh. I'm in white pussy every night, bruh. Racism where? Until she decided to kill you and then walking around in the streets like ain't shit happened. Racism there. I mean, not trying to laugh at nobody get fucked up in the game like that, but them motherfuckers be like racism where? And I be like racism there. Right there. Yeah. Yep. It was right there. You ain't see it. I know. I know. R.I.P. you. I mean, that's all I can do for you at this point. R.I.P. you. We tried to tell your ass, but you played. Oh, I got me a caveman now. I'm about to get the protection and love and affection that I deserved the whole time. His ass. While y'all online talking about I'm with Massa. I can't stand. Let me tell y'all something real quick, and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I promise I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Let me tell you something. Black. I mean, if you don't see that something is wrong here, who plays like that. I'm with massa. Just videos of motherfuckers grabbing the backs of it was mostly black women I saw, but the black folk, grabbing the back of black people's shirts and holding them up like they jacking them up right there by their neck. Huh? I'm with massa. Huh? Something is wrong. Who else doing that other than black folk? Who? Y'all name me a group. I'm back in the chat now. Where we at? Who doing that? Who's doing that other than black folk? Who? Name me a group. Somebody that you might have even seen in passing. Who? Who gonna play like that? Is a so-called Jew, a cave really, but a so-called Jew gonna have some type of joke where they acting like, Hitler putting them in a gas chamber and they just laughing and shit? Huh? Y'all tell me. Y'all ever seen that skit? Where a so-called Jewish person is gonna be doing a little joke where, Hitler throwing them in a gas chamber or some shit. Now, you ever seen that? Has anybody ever seen that? I'm gonna check with y'all first before I don't want to make huge assumptions. Has anybody ever seen that? A German just dressing up like Hitler and shit with their Jewish counterpart. They're in a relationship. They done, broke the mold between the war that's going on between these people. They love is the one that really shows that love conquers all. Ass niggas. Nobody else doing that shit but us. Nobody would do that shit but us. And we suffered the most. It lasted for the longest, still happening right now to this very day. And y'all out here playing. I can't even believe some of the stuff I see. Just mind blowing. It fits because 99% of black people are coons, but it's like, don't that look odd that you don't see nobody else doing that? Even if you're gonna be in a cave coon relationship, even if that's your thing, even if you're gonna do that, why are you playing like this? What is that about? How going viral from that? Y'all think I'm playing when I say something wrong with black folk out here like that? Y'all think I rejoice in seeing videos like this? There's no, I'm not rejoicing. Watch this shit. I'm gonna see if I can actually show y'all before I get off. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna make one more point about this, and then I promise I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all my Instagram page. If you're not following me on Instagram, links in the description box at Team Rob 6. Let me show y'all this. Because I might got it on here. Here it is. I know how Instagram weird when they play shit on here, but I'm gonna try to watch this. Hold on.
Come back. Big Mouth NASA. Come back. Big Mouth NASA.
Are you serious?
Come back. Big Mouth NASA. 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 Come back.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Look at this black man. Who else in the world, in the entire world, would do that? Who? You can prove me wrong right now. Say, man, Rob, look, man, you be out here calling people coons, and black folk ain't really bad as you be saying they is, bro. Like, you lying. Show me somebody else. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all this too. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Listen, watch this. I'm gonna show you how dumb these niggas are.
Davis to the white man. No, sweetheart, we ran over there, okay? Because of men like you. I looked at your profile picture. You don't meet the criteria on looks, financial bracket, standards, none of that. That's the reason why we with the white men, because they know how to treat.
She with the white man because they know how to treat her. Watch this.
You gave us to the white man? No, sweetheart, we ran over there, okay? Because of men like you. I looked at your profile picture. You don't meet the criteria on looks, financial bracket, standards, none of that. That's the reason why we with the white men, because they know how to treat.
Now, this black woman says she with the white man because let me tell y'all something, and it's because this black man on here, he left a comment says we gave them to the white man. Let me tell y'all, coon ass niggas, something. Black men, starting with you, you cannot give nobody to nobody, sir. That has not been your position. You ain't gave nobody nowhere. Now, I know you might want to say it, but here you have two coons on different sides of the spectrum having an argument, and it makes us look dumb because they say shit to each other like this. So we all end up looking dumb. Black man, the white man was taking your woman, taking, raping. You ain't gave shit nowhere to nobody. And he would come take your ass too if he wanted to. Because they were the original gay. Yeah. He would come take your ass too if he wanted to. You can't give nobody to nobody. Stop saying stupid ass shit. You don't have the ability to do so. And ma'am, whenever y'all decide to lay in the caves, y'all black women that will sit here and say that, the white man is, treating you better and all this shit. The only reason that you cool with that white man is because you decided at some point in your life that you didn't mind laying up and laying in the caves. You may have had your heart broken a couple of times or something like that, but going over there, lying to other women, acting like just the goddamn, that's the end of the rainbow over there. It's just a pot of gold sitting over there waiting on your motherfucking ass. That's a lie. That is a lie. We know it's a lie, and perpetuating this lie in front of everybody just makes you look dumb. Not only do you look like a fucking coon, but you also look dumb because that's a lie. There is enough white men in this country to come take every single black woman in the community, and they still would have plenty left for they cave hoes to get a couple of them left. Still, they could just come grab y'all up if that's what really was happening. Stop lying. Just stop lying. I mean, I guess the white hoes, they'd be mad at y'all, but they have the ability to do that. They have enough population over here to do that. They take every black woman, they could just take them off. This is just based on numbers. This is just a mathematic equation at this point. They're not doing it. It is what it is. You look dumb. You're talking dumb, you're looking dumb. But this is the type of fuckery that black folk be engaging in on a pretty much regular basis. I'm with Massa. Coon shit. You got your divestors. And this is what they doing day in, day out. Y'all listen. Y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all, man? Do y'all believe that somehow this is something that the caves are controlling? Because this is where I got to get on us because I don't feel like the caves are controlling that. We out here choosing the coon. You don't have to do that. You're not earning any brownie points. That doesn't get you justice when they fucking murder you or anything. So at this point, it's like you look dumb. If something happens to you, you are not covered in that blanket of the cave that you put yourself in. You thought that was going to cover you. It does not cover you. It's almost like y'all know how you go get insurance and they be like, well, no, we can't cover them. They got a pre-existing condition. The cave insurance cannot cover you niggas because you have a pre-existing condition. You know what that condition is? Melanin. You're black. That's your pre-existing condition. You are not protected just because you found when something happened to you when they around. They knew y'all was together. Oh, we're going to treat this person like they was white because they was with a white person. No. No. It don't work like that. You have a pre-existing condition. And we not hating. A lot of these motherfuckers like to act like it's a hate thing, or they just mad at our interracial relationship. They just hating. No, no one's hating. But once you start doing dumbass TikTok challenges, I'm with massa. Once you start acting like when you run over to the other side, everything is just going to be great. The grass is greener over there. You just look dumb. And when you out here and you have a platform to even speak from, when we see you, we're going to call you dumb and we're going to call you a coon. That doesn't mean we mad. No, like why would somebody be mad at you with that? Like that's not something we gonna be angry about over here. You land in the caves, nobody's hating on you for that. But you're a coon though. And it's that part that we gotta, we're gonna say something about that. And then we're gonna tie your cooning behavior back to the fact that you are in the caves. So that's just work that has to be done. Cause y'all keep playing. Y'all keep playing. Black women were convinced that Joe Biden loved them because you saw him, hanging out with Michelle. But since Michelle don't even love you, see, and that's one of the things that really be affecting our people. The people y'all be thinking love us because they look like us, and then they rub shoulders with a cave, and that makes you think the cave is okay. That's deception. They working for the corporation. They're not working for black people. Anytime you see a black person and they hanging out with a cave, and particularly when we're talking about in politics, really you can apply this all over your life. But when particularly we talk about politics, they're working as the employee of America 3Ks. Don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated. They're working for that company. They're not working for you. And just because you see a black person go, hug Joe Biden, or hell, Michelle Obama was hugging George Bush, I thought he might have, fingered her a couple times where they was close and kissing and type of shit like that. Like they was real tight. But it's odd that she be goddamn that close to them caves like that. You supposed to look side-eyed that. You supposed to. You don't, but you should. You must look side-eyed that. It don't matter if Obama, even though you like him, it don't matter if he hanging out with Joe Biden talking about he support everything. That don't matter, yo. When they talk to you like that, they're working for the corporation. They're working for the oligarch. They're working for the plutocracy. They're working for that. It has nothing to do with you at all. They're just trying to throw you off. That's smoke and mirrors. So you can trust that cave just in case you have any skepticism of them. Well, they'll make sure you can trust them by putting some coon ass, sellout ass nigga over there with them, so that way you'll trust them. That's what they do. That's what they do, and it works. So I can talk about what they do, but I must talk about y'all letting it work. Y'all see that cave bitch go viral because she was rapping a song, lip rapping a song. It don't take much. Black people, it you can just dance. A cave can just dance, lip sync the words to a rap song. Y'all cook out, inviting and all types of shit. Protect them at all costs. Y'all be saying little stupid ass shit, disgusting shit, really. But this is who we dealing with. We worship the caves at a level they can go viral just off lip syncing a song. Ask yourself, if you got on here and let's say you lip sync a country or bluegrass song, do you believe the cave's gonna make you go viral? Protect them at all costs, inviting you to their fucking cookout. Tater salad got raisins in it. You think they inviting you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all think y'all coming? They study all your TikTok dances and gonna do them online, and y'all inviting them. They know y'all act like that, and they use that very same defect in your pathology against you in multiple areas. They just do. And all I'm asking you to do is notice it. Instead of just saying I'm crazy or I'm talking about race shit too much. Just look at what I'm saying, though. How can you not see this shit? How can you not see it? Somebody said early in the comments, they were saying that they were saying something to the effect that they're about to pass a bill that's going to require everybody to vote. I didn't validate it. I didn't look it up or not. Or not. What the fuck am I talking about? I didn't look the article up, but I know that regardless of them passing that into a law, just as well as if they pass getting vaccines into law, I'm not doing shit. Now I can't speak for nobody else, and I'm not telling you to be as rebellious as I am, but I wouldn't give a damn if they passed a law. I'm still not going to vote because they're not going to give me nothing to vote for. I'm black. I'll go represent myself, plead my case. Well, I don't vote because I don't got nobody to vote for. All you motherfuckers is racist. All you motherfuckers are anti-black. All you motherfuckers are anti-working class people. So I don't have a selection. And I got wind, and based on the evidence I got, and I can show you throughout America's history, that y'all are a fucking oligarch. Y'all are not a motherfucking democracy. Y'all are a plutocracy, and I got the proof. I'll be up to defending my goddamn self. I can't vote. I mean, even if I wanted to, I can't. I don't got nobody to vote for. So they can make it a law all the fuck they want to. I don't give a fuck. I'll be pleading my goddamn case. That'll be me. They'll have me up. They might put me up on something. They might try to get me the fuck up out of here. I don't know. But if they do pass that into law, best believe that I will not be going for that shit. I'll be defending myself, defending my logic as to why I can't vote. They ain't got nothing to do with laziness, motherfucker. Because what they try to do is shame you. Oh, you just ignorant, man. You don't know nothing about politics, man. That's what it is. You just don't know about politics. You got black folk talk to you like that. My motherfucker, I do know. This is why I'm telling you, you're a fucking dumbass for going up there to vote. That's how much I know. I know you dumb. I don't give a damn how many books you read. You dumb. I know you dumb. You're not gonna make it seem like it's me. They be trying to work that little Jedi shit on you. You know how they do. The importance of voting. Our ancestors had went out there. None of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't have anybody I can vote for. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It is what it is. I'm not scared of stuff like that. That's why stuff like that, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind even if the mandates and shit. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do, no matter what the fuck they talking about. They're gonna do, and I'm willing to pay the consequence for not doing it. And see, that's the key difference between this. This is me telling you that the consequence of whatever it is, I will suffer that, whatever that means. They're not gonna make me get no shots. They're not gonna make me do no fucking voting. They're not gonna make me do shit like that. Cause if I can explain myself, you're not making me do shit. I can explain why I'm not doing it. Here's why I'm not gonna get no shot. Look at how y'all play historically. Come here, sit down. Yeah, don't sit down right here. I'm gonna make a fucking PowerPoint for you, bitch ass motherfuckers. Come have a seat. Let me show you why. And if I can show you why, then I don't give a fuck. My righteousness is gonna stand. It is what it is. And whatever you gotta do, lock me up, whatever you gotta do, you just gotta do it. I'm not scared. That's how they get us. That's how they get us. They'll pull on those fear strings, create the fear early. They know when we see words like law and mandate, we get nervous. We get scared. They know that. And I'm not telling you, hey, I don't know your life. I ain't going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you about me. And no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. We watching this government give billions of dollars away. Keep that in mind. And look, I'm not bothered by it. I'm not upset about it. I just bring it to black people's attention so they can see what's going on. To make black people understand that we can have power, but we must see things in the proper context so we can have power. You cannot derive your power from being the best entertainer. It's not going to happen. At the time where they were the most afraid of the black people's potential and capabilities, it was because we were on some revolutionary shit, not no dancing shit. It was revolutionary shit that they're afraid of, not us dancing, not us acting in movies, not us, investing in fucking Bitcoin. They don't care nothing about none of that. Go do it. Cool. Make you some bread. Cool. They don't care nothing about that. Because they can pull 33 billion out of the fucking sky. So they don't care nothing about your money. It's your mindset. It's most important to them that you remain a self-hating ass coon. That's the only way they can get over with a lot of the shit that they do. I believe that in my motherfucking heart. I'll debate anybody on it. Pyro the Enigma said it's that unconstitutional in the first place. The Constitution don't apply to us. It don't apply to us. This is what it will drive along my argument that we should be living tax-free. The quality of life, the quality of the system, the supposed system that's supposed to work for us, it doesn't. And because the quality of life is lower, that's like if you move into let's say you got a mansion, 5-bedroom mansion, and you got a 1-bedroom shack. If they charging you goddamn the same amount for both, then you gonna look like, okay, what the fuck going on here? That's the same way we should treat this whole discussion about reparations. The quality of life is lower. Why are you charging me the same rent? I can't get no justice or nothing. Y'all keep playing. Every other day, somebody getting out. Black man done did 35 years for some shit he didn't do. I think I seen that recently in South Carolina. Some shit he didn't do. 35 years he done did. We not protected under the system or anything, nothing like that. Don't worry about my credit. Do something. How about when I go to buy shit and apply for shit, you don't even worry about my credit. You don't run mine because I'm black. Just let me have that. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, let me get that love seat you got right there. Yeah. Bring that out here. The quality of life is lower. As people are making this reparations argument, they need to convict them with what they do. They clearly don't care about all these businesses that made this money. They don't care about that. So then we have to come at it another way. Not saying to stop with that way, but then branch off and look. The quality of life is not even the same. You're charging me the same taxes though. You telling me I'm paying into this system. These cops are supposed to be protecting me. 3Ks, spell their name with 3Ks too. But if I take off running or anything to try to avoid the motherfuckers, I get shot in the back 35 times. A white man or his mama can punch one of them in the face, ask for their badge number, kick them in the fucking balls, take their nightstick, hit them upside the motherfucking head, take their handcuffs, handcuff them to the motherfucking car, and nothing happens. Or they're subdued without losing their life. I can show you that in contrast right in front of your face. I can show you that. I can sit you down, and whether you want to believe racism is real or not, I can show you this and prove my motherfucking point. The quality of life is different. Has been for a very long time. Why am I paying the same rent? You could take landlords to court for shit like that, can't you? Well, motherfucker, I stopped paying rent because this motherfucker is rats and shit in this bitch, and I done told the motherfucker to come get them bitches up out of here, and they ain't come do shit about it. So yeah, I'm not paying this shit. Because on that motherfucking contract, it says they're supposed to fix the shit, right? They're supposed to take care of this shit like this. Mm-hmm. Therefore, I'm not paying, and we can go to court. And that landlord will be found guilty, will be told to clean that shit the fuck up, and then go sit their asses down because they still ain't getting no damn rent. We just won't make this case. I will. We're going to do it over here every once in a while when it's applicable. We're going to make the case over here. Y'all can keep talking about the money if you want to. You can talk about what the banks done made and what the businesses done made, but they don't care nothing about that. They don't. What was that? That's college that was giving $100 million to what college was that? Princeton or some college? One of them, PWIs that don't hardly let black folk in anyway. But one of them colleges was calling themselves giving back $100 million to black folk. Should be in the millions, billions. Should be up there towards that. But here's $100 million. Y'all can't say I didn't do nothing for you. The quality of life is different. Period. We can make that argument. It can't be about money, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. I understand being financially stable, but we not about to win with money. You can't outbuy the motherfuckers that's print the money. You just can't. It's an impossible task. It just is. You can stunt online in front of niggas. I mean, they may be envious of you, but no. No. But y'all, I'm about to get the fuck off here. I appreciate y'all that came and spent this time with me. Hopefully I was making sense. Hopefully y'all can understand what I'm saying. Black people, we got to get our minds together. We got to look at this shit properly. Black man and woman, you're not going nowhere without each other. I mean, if I got to tell you that every time I come on here, I will. You're not going nowhere without each other. I don't care what illusion you're suffering under, and I don't know how long it's going to take you to see it, but it is what it is. They may elevate one of you monetarily, but as far as a liberation is concerned, you're not going anywhere without each other. Y'all can make different monies. You can be work whatever profession you want. You have whatever degrees you want to have. You're not going anywhere. As far as the liberation is concerned of black people, you're not going anywhere. You can move somewhere else, but you're not going anywhere as far as liberation of the people. It just is what it is. There's no other way around it. I don't know, y'all hate that because y'all hate each other so much. Y'all have to express it all the time, but you're not going nowhere without each other. What y'all need to be doing is educating each other. And as we educate each other, educate ourselves, educate our children on how this system really works, how it works for real. Once we understand that, we'll see that unity and us being together for a common cause is really the only way to attack this system. Period. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out, y'all.